Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Paula. I grew up speaking Spanish and Catalan, but at some point in my life, I fell in love with the English language. I fell in love with language learning, and so now I'm here sharing my passion with all of you. So in today's video, we're going to try something new, okay? So I'm going to be filming every single day of the week, and I'm going to share with you all of the new vocab, all of the new words that I learn as an advanced learner of English, because you're never going to stop learning words. I used to be so scared of new words, and I would get frustrated because I would think I'm never going to be fluent. But actually, you can be fluent and you don't need to know all of the words. But anyways, I'm going to start with my day. I've got some classes to teach today, and I also have some translation to do. So yeah, I hope you enjoy this video, and I'll see you in a little bit. I was listening to this episode. It's from a podcast called The Psychology of Your 20s. And this episode was about female friendship. I haven't finished it, but I already have some new words, so I'm here to share them with you. So the first one is boats. It's not what you're thinking. It's not a boat. And what I was really surprised by was how absolutely divided we are. There were two very distinct boats. So I love that she's using boats as people, right? And how different people have different opinions, different experiences. I just love it. And I am definitely going to try and use this maybe in future videos. And the last one for today, I'm someone who sits right in the middle, having an opinion that is in the middle, right? So we can say that you sit in the middle of two people, for example, and that would be the literal sense, the literal meaning. In this context, she's using it to talk about opinions and stuff like that. English, I don't really study it as actively as I do with maybe Chinese or even French, because the level of fluency is completely different, right? So for me, I could be listening to something in English just for fun, like I would in Spanish, and it doesn't require that much of like mental capacity, should I say. It's like it doesn't make me feel too tired, whereas Chinese, I did this study session today, which was about 1 hour, and I do get tired because it's like I have to be very present. I did practice a little bit of English, but very little. We only have so much time. But I do have one word for you: to play by ear. Now, I've heard this expression before, like many times, but it was so nice to just hear it again and remind me that it exists and that I can use it. To be honest with you, I don't think I have ever used it. And there's nothing wrong with it. There are so many idioms, so many expressions, so it's going to be very difficult for you to use all of them. And just by sharing this with you right now, it's also helping me because I'm talking about it. So it's like I'm thinking about it. It's like a little bit more active now. When you learn new words, you should try to think about them and practice them and see them in more situations. And so that's the word, that's the expression of the day. I'm just gonna read till I fall asleep. So I've got 3 words for today. The first one is, well, I'm going to read the context. It says, happy hump day. We don't really have this in Spanish. Like, we just say, like, the middle of the week, and it's very visual. I really like this. My point is, there's a lot of noise in these platforms, and it's very easy to get caught up analyzing every last metric. Now, get caught up, I don't know why. Like, I don't know the reason why, but I've been hearing this and I've been reading this everywhere, like literally everywhere. And I don't know why, but I feel like I don't use this. And then similarly, it says it's very easy to get caught up in the weeds. Now, I would maybe need to do a little bit of research on this one, but off the top of my head right now, I will say that it's just the same, isn't it? It's just to get caught up in the weeds. It's a more metaphorical way of saying that you are spending too much time on something, too much energy on something that maybe it's not really worth it. Maybe to get caught up in the weeds, like to get caught up in like things that are not important, things that like the details maybe. Okay, guys, we made it. Today is the last day of this little vocab challenge, and I'm so happy. Although yesterday I didn't film, but I was not feeling very well. I am okay, but I'm still healing from something, and I still have those days. And so yesterday was one of those days, and it was quite difficult. So I didn't learn any new words and I didn't feel myself. And this is just a reminder that the people you see on the internet, we're all human and we also have bad days. And so I like to, say that I am very disciplined, and I think I am, but I still have those days, and everyone has them. So if you also have them, that's okay. The best you can do is just be kind to yourself, because at the end of the day, you are going to spend your whole life with yourself. Sometimes you just need to rest, and sometimes you just need to look after yourself. Language learning, like, it's not always the same. There are going to be weeks I'm going to be very consistent, and then there are going to be other weeks that maybe I'm not as consistent. But I do have a word for today. I have a phrase, which is to find one's feet. Now, to find one's feet just means that you are starting to get comfortable, to feel more confident. So let's say, for example, you started a new job and it's been a while, and now you kind of know the ins and outs, you feel more comfortable. And it's a really useful phrase because we are talking about new beginnings all the time. You start a new job, you start a new hobby, you maybe move to a different city. And I heard this one on this video. I was watching YouTube and this phrase came up. So I will also put this screenshot here somewhere, like here. I will put it here, so you can also see. We're getting really close to 1,000 people. So I was thinking we could do a Q&A. Let me know if that's something you would like to do. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.